Hello, hello, American, Jamaican, the Caribbean, the world, Africa, Europe. Yeah, this is RJ Green, and I just want to say, how are you doing today? I know it's a sad day in America. All of us heard by now that our beloved legendary Kobe Bryant passed away. Kobe and I actually are the same age. Maybe I'm a year older, and it's a guy I watched growing up. Specifically, I like certain basketball players. I'm not one who's big on choosing a team or selecting a team. I just enjoy the game. So there's a LeBron, there's a Kobe, there's a Michael Jordan. There's certain players I just like, and I endorse a good game and good sportsmanship. And Kobe's as competitive as it gets. And believe you me, I'm a competitor myself in the world of writing, always chasing that dreams. But sometimes we do forget that even though success or that big dream comes true, we just gotta live life and remember just have the love in our heart as natural human being do. Because the passing of Kobe, I'm quite certain most American, most of the world are actually mourning in this way. Alicia Keys, for example, at the Grammy, she was doing an excellent job, or she did an excellent job. But to be honest with you, when you're mourning, there's almost so much you can do. It's just so shocking. That was supposed to be the happiest day of my life, the day I released my book, Unpretentious. And honestly, as the afternoon came by, somebody called me early night and say, "Oh, Kobe's gone." I was like, "What? Kobe? You're joking." And as the story unfolds, I just realized that the happiest day of my life, releasing my novel, is also the saddest day of my life, hearing that Kobe is dead. But what does it matter? People die every day, don't people? Dies all the time. People just keep dying. But the truth is, Kobe's in our heart, just like a Bob Marley, just like a Jordan, just like these legendary people, just like a Michael, a Prince, a Whitney Houston. They leave us with legacies. They entertain us. They help us to go through our days of stress and whatever we are going through in life. So that's what it's so personal to us. They're like ours. But indeed, I'm just feeling for like his wife and the children he left behind. That's gonna be a great sorrow on that side. I'm just picturing when I lose my grandmother, it was like one of the worst days of my life. And when you lose a loved one, it's very difficult. There's time for mourn, the reality, the shock, gonna kick in. I have loved one who lose loved one too. So life goes on, but we were not prepared to lose loved one. This is not our culture. We were prepared to grow up, die whole, and or just go to heaven. But honestly, no one want to volunteer to go to heaven at this point. So you know what? I rather stay and hurt here. But it's sad. We just have to support the family at this point. It's that tragic situation, and the legendary one always die young. So we gotta live now. I must say, despite our differences, Democrat, Republican, Independent, we just got to take time out and, unify ourselves right now and realize that all the bickering in life we are, chasing all this bickering and finger pointing is irrelevant to society, to be honest with you. When you see real tangible things happening, like, people losing their life, dying, I know people die every day from disease, from stuff simple, not getting the right medication, simple stuff that can be treated all over the world, drinking water. There's a lot of problems over the world. And knowing that, we lose one of our legendary person, it's just like we lose a legend, to be honest with you. And, it touches us all. We just like in a shock. We actually start reflecting back. This is the year 2020 just started, January. So it's like we just have to brace ourselves for what to come because this is just the beginning of 2020. And we also have to unite, also realize that some of the bickering, the Democrat, the Republican, the Independent, the war, the this, the that, that's irrelevant to life. When you lose loved one, you realize that this life is not promised. You just have to live your life and try to live as best as you can. So the happiest day of my life, releasing my novel Unpretentious, also turned out to be one of the saddest day of my life because now I will always remember that Kobe died on the day I released my novel. And in a sense, this book talk about love, life, addiction, tragic situation, losing loved one, coping with it. So it's like a bittersweet moment, and right now it's very bitter. But I'm just gonna say my condolences to Kobe family because right now they are the one who are hurting the most. So imagine we American regular citizens feeling this hurt, or the rest of the world feeling this hurt for somebody we watch on TV and grew up with and, say that's a part of us. Imagine the family home, how much hurt they must be going through. So we all have to come together and try to support the family as best as we can. This is just a part of life, and it's a part of life we don't want to accept. It's like surreal. So we as American, we as Jamaican, we as African, the rest of the world just have to come together and just start looking at life from a humanity perspective. Life is precious, time is precious. So when you have a loss, some of us reflect, oh my God, this is what's going on, because take a big person like Kobe for us to reflect back and hey, life is a little bit more complex than we think. It's not about getting up every day, work, work, work. I guess we realize that by now. But sometimes it's also tell us the urgency to get our household together, to get our stuff together, because we're not going to live forever, or at least to leave a legacy behind for your family. So it's a double-edged sword. So people, go do your thing. At this point, I'm not going to be pushing on my book onto you now, because it's really, it's a sad time, and, I'm just going to go through the process. People have to heal first. And it's just one of the memory I never want to associate. The day I released my novel Unpretentious is the day that Kobe died. That was not, the association I wanted. I honestly want to bring the world happiness. I was looking for happiness, but situation happened. People die all the time. I heard even my coworker lose a loved one, lose a son in Cincinnati. Somewhere was beaten to death. So it's a sad, sad world we are living in. But as humans, we need to find more compassion. We need to treat each other with respect, because some of these stuff, what we do in life, is what trickling down why the society is just full of so much evil. But they are good out there. So they're still good out there. So we just got to take the good and the bad, and just try to make the best of what we can. But human being, we need to realize that, this life is not forever. We're taking a lot of things for granted. And living is actually like luck. So I'm just gonna start live. I was living before, yes, but I just need to start live more now. Say I love you, dream big, use kind words. That's one of the stuff in my studio I posted, be silly, share, say please and thank you, be grateful, keep your promises, help others. It's something that reminds me every day that, these are what life is about. So let's just get together, unite, Democrat, Republican, Independent, and just look at life in a different light, just be human again once for once. All right, bless up. This is RJ Green. Peace.